I am not interested in Israeli citizenship. I'm not interested in citizenship of any other country. I'm satisfied. I'm comfortable with my country. In Pidgin, they say monkey no fine, but the mama like him. I'm okay with Nigerian citizenship. First of all, I'm a citizenship of planet Earth. That's enough for me. But if somehow, God decided that I should be born in Nigeria, I'm contented with that. As long as I adhere to the laws and the rules of that land. And so far so good, I've adhered to the laws and the rules of Israel. I am from Nigeria. That makes me an African. And while growing up, my mom, my dad used to tell me, do not, never bite the finger that feeds you. I've been living in Israel since December 2010. And up until now, Israel has been feeding me. What other way can I show my support? What other way can I show my solidarity to the one that have been feeding me? I cannot go over and join the military and fight against Hamas. So the best way I can show support is by raising the flag that has been feeding me. So, how much have I been paid to raise the Israeli flag? One thing I can tell you, my friend, is that the truth can never be bought with money. You can never pay for the truth. It's only lies that are being paid for. It's only corruption that are being paid for. It's only hatred that you can pay for. But you can't pay with your money for the truth. You can't pay for love. You cannot pay for peace. You cannot. So how much have I been paid to raise the Israeli flag? My friend, nothing. Because all what I'm doing is from my heart. Whether you like it or not, Israel is God's own country. And Israel shall prevail, will prevail, and will always prevail. And you know why? Because Israel is God's own country and God has ordained it to be so. I have been able to at least tell the story of Israel from my truthful point of view. In fact, once on TikTok, when the war started in 2023, I raised the Israeli flag, spoke good things about Israel, and with that post, that video, came a lot of backlash from enemies of the state of Israel. But with that said, I also want to say to the Ministry of Interior that I'm not very, happy on what is going on regarding my status here in Israel. The journey started in 2017 with my girl, Moran. And it has been good so far. In fact, I want to also appreciate my interviewing officer. I'm not going to mention her name. If she ever, happens to watch this video, she knows that we appreciate her. So it started in 2017. And of course, like every other person who the state is suspicious of, their status here in Israel as an immigrant, you have to, drop a deposit to the government. And once you're cleared, you can get it back. So we deposited 30,000 shekels in 2017. And we were told that once we receive our first temporary residence, the money will be refunded. And guys, thankfully, I'm somebody who, likes keeping things. Here in my Israeli state ID card, it's called Teudat Zehut. I have so many of them that I've received through the years. Now, how do you get this every year as a temporary residence, or once you've been approved for a temporary residency? You go yearly to renew your status. And with that yearly renewal comes interview with your spouse or with whatever is the grounds you are getting that permit to stay in Israel. So we go yearly to renew with Moran, with the interviews, with the questions. And the first 2 years was just the work permit visa. And after that, I got the permanent residency. This is the first one. The second one, that is 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and the other 2 years, I think 3 years, I got the work permit. Now, for this last one, this expired on the 20th of it expired on the 4th of February 2025 this year, and it is long overdue for renewal. And this time around I should be getting the permanent residency, because according to the Israeli immigration law, if you're married to an Israeli spouse, it takes 5 years to get a citizenship, following all due process and protocols. But if you're not married, like in my case, where it's a civil partnership, it's 8 years, and this is the last year. But on the 4th of February, when we went to renew, something happened that we couldn't. I think the most important document here, the most important document that we were to submit to prove to the state of Israel that I think at this point I'm eligible to get to citizenship. But again, I am not interested in Israeli citizenship. I'm not interested in citizenship of any other country. I'm satisfied. I'm comfortable with my country. In Pidgin, they say monkey no fine, but in mama like him. I'm okay with Nigerian citizenship. It's okay, because if I wanted a citizenship from any country, I would have gotten citizenship in Ukraine. And over here in Israel, if I wanted citizenship, I would have gotten citizenship from my son's first son's mom. That's Raphael's mom. So it's not something I was never with any girl anywhere because I want to have a citizenship of that country. First of all, I'm a citizenship of planet Earth. That's enough for me. But if somehow, God decided that I should be born in Nigeria, I'm contented with that. It's not a crime for me to, want to, live my life somewhere else, as long as I adhere to the laws and the rules of that land. And so far, so good. I've adhered to the laws and the rules of Israel. How do I know that? Because for this last interview we went on the May of 11th, I'm still going to come to that. Our interviewing officer said before I would be granted a permanent residency that the police, Israeli state police, have to make a test, check the database if I had committed any crime, if there's something I did in the past or while through my stay in Israel. And when we went back on the 11th of May, I asked her, how far? Am I a good boy? She said, yeah, the police say you're good. You have not any record of any crime or something. I said, all right, thank you. All right, before May 11th, on the 4th of February 2025, we went to the ministry to renew, and then we realized that there is one important document we needed. That's the document of this house. So we had to get it in order to present. However, since it would take time for the judge to sign on that document, so our interviewing officer postponed our interview to the 24th of February. But on the 24th of February, she was sick. She didn't come to work. So, and then my status had already expired. They wanted me to go chill, and she's gonna give me a call. I tell her, no, I can't do that. My status has expired. It's long overdue for renewal. If I go right now, and let's say on my way home, I'm being stopped by the immigration, I'm effed. So I'm not leaving this office without you guys doing something. And they made a call. They had to extend my my permit instead of a year, because there was no interview, for 3 months. And this is what I got, all right, for that, instead of what I showed you guys before, because this is for a year. This is a year's renewal. But since this was temporary for 3 months, I got this. And this, my friends, is going to expire on Saturday. This is the reason I am making this video. So I paid for this about 200 shekels, it doesn't matter, for renewal for 3 months, and they set a date for the interview. So finally on May 11th, which was 2 weeks ago, we went for the interview. In fact, during our waiting period, I made a video you guys can watch. Yo, what up everyone? It's your boy, the Crackhead, and with Moran. The reason I didn't make this video be say, now today,
supposed to be our last day, as in for this process where we don't do for Ministry of Interior. So now we did Ministry of Interior, Benebrak, even though we don't move to Petateba. But now because we won't complete the whole of this process for Benebrak, that's now why. So today now our last day, hopefully for Benebrak and in fact forever. Yeah. So by now they supposed to call us in. Our appointment now for 10 o'clock. Our appointment now for 10 o'clock. But this our parole officer, I don't know what they do. Sometimes I feel say she just do this thing on purpose because we they stand just opposite her and he don't see us. But call us in, no one call us. In just they do our job. Maybe probably for our mind they laugh us. The dog say make we they wait here because again now she get the power. So we they wait. And after we will see how we will go. Moranchi? Malasot. You don't understand what Malasot means. Go. So anyways, we'll update on that. We still they wait. So after a few hours, they called us in, but first of all, they didn't first call me in. We've been reached this place for 9:30 in the morning, and the first talk I been talk, it was at 5 minutes past 10. But we be say our appointment in day 10 o'clock when they will finally call us in. Now like 10 what do they call them? 10:47. That's now when they call me in. And they don't finish with me. So now I wait for Moran because they interview people individually. They will not go interview two of them at the same time. So I don't finish my own. I wait, make them finish with Moran, but we know the outcome.
When she finished with Moran, she told us we can go. That hopefully they're gonna call Moran, not me. They're gonna call Moran the following week. But the following week passed. Moran didn't get any call, didn't get any SMS, and this is the second week with no call and no SMS. And today, being Thursday, is Thursday, the 22nd of May. Let me mention the date. Thursday, the 22nd of May, 2025, is the last working day for the Ministry of Interior. The next time they're gonna be working will be on Sunday. But before Sunday, my status in Israel will expire on Saturday, 24th. And if I'm not called, and on Saturday after Shabbat before Sunday, what happens? So this is why I'm making this video, and right now I want to take myself to the Ministry of Interior for them to know, guys, have you forgotten about me? Because whatever your reply is, if you don't want to give me your permanent residency, if you don't want to make me a citizen of Israel, it's okay. But what I can guarantee you is that the state of Israel, I have been loyal. All right, I was never here because I wanted citizenship of the state of Israel. But if you give me it all good, bad, that is not the reason I'm here. Thank God I have two wonderful, amazing boys. They've been my joy, they've been my pride, and if not for anything, I want to make sure they grow into the person that I am, or even better than the person I am and will ever be. So guys, let me get there and hear what they're gonna tell me. Bye.
So I'm back to Benebrak where it all began. Since we started the process in Benebrak here, the Misra Hapnim, Misra Hapnim is in Hebrew, Ministry of Interior in Benebrak. Even though we've moved to Petah Tikva, we were told that since the ending part and the concluding part was supposed to be in Benebrak before the move, that's why we still had to come back here. So I'm back here in the city of Benebrak. Guys, the tension is high. So much tension. Not as much as because I'm scared. I would just say it's too much anxiety when you do not know the outcome of a particular thing you are expecting. This is why expectations are bad. I used to talk about it. When you're expecting something, there's always that chance that you're gonna be so anxious, and when you do not get what you expected, the heartbreak. Well, I just need to take a deep breath. But anyways, when I am in situations like this, when the tension is high, one thing I always think for myself is that, after all, I'm not going there to receive a death sentence. Whatever the outcome, be it negative, even if they tell me, crackhead, enough is enough, you are going to be deported, well, as long as they are not ending my life, it's all good. As long as we have life, there is hope, no matter the outcome, no matter the decisions. So I'm taking myself now to the Ministry of Interior to know what's happening. If they got a verdict for me, if they got a result for me. Because if not, I'm not gonna live there today. Why? Because on Saturday, my status is gonna expire. And what happens next before Sunday? So guys, wish me luck, of course. I'm gonna keep you updated. Bye for now. So guys, I came here to the ministry as I said I was gonna come. They wouldn't attend to me even when I complained that if this expires on Saturday, it's gonna be a big problem. But they don't understand, since that's not their. Finally, they threw the document on the floor since I said I wasn't gonna collect. So I'm still waiting. Whatever is gonna happen. Finally, this is the time the police is gonna arrest me in Israel, because up until now, I have not had any criminal record, nothing here in this country. But just do a simple job. Help me. Guys, I decided to do my own protest here because it's a very risky situation for me, even though the securities and maybe they themselves at the ministry, they don't understand. So the only thing I'm looking for is just for them to give me an appointment. I don't care whatever they want to do with the status, just an appointment to come whenever you want me to come, so that if, let's say, the police or immigration stops me on the road on Saturday evening or on Sunday, it's a very big problem for me. And when I asked what am I going to do, the security guys, they told me, I don't know. Most of them have never been in situations like this in other countries. Okay, I have been faithful and loyal to Israel. I have defended in Israel in all my platforms. I don't deserve to be betrayed. And whatever I'm doing, I'm not doing it because I want a citizenship in Israel. I'm not doing this because I want to be favored. I'm doing it because of the love I have for the state. So, again, just give me an appointment. Even if you want me to come next year, just give me an appointment for next year, so that with that appointment, I can show the police that, all right, I came to the ministry to renew. They say they're still waiting for answers, and this is the appointment I was given. That way, it's easy for everyone. That's it. All right, guys, so after all that drama and protest, I have been given an answer, even though it's not a favorable answer. It's not at all. But what can I do? The person I really wanted to speak with was my interviewing officer, so I can get an answer from her, at least tell me something. And then the manager of this branch of the Ministry of Interior came out, spoke with me, and told me that she went to meet with my interviewing officer, and she's in the middle of an interview. And she told her to let me know that I should come on Sunday at 8 a.m. in the morning. And that's when they're going to be checking my status, only to check status, whatever that means. But like I said, the Ministry of Interior, the State of Israel, you know, when you're anxious about something or when you're expecting something, this is when tension gets high and intense. I have been a loyal and a law-abiding Nigerian here in the State of Israel. And for whatever reasons, if it's bureaucratic reasons that, you guys are keeping me waiting, it's all good. But again, I think it's in my right to speak up about this, because on Saturday, when this status expires, and then maybe in the evening after Shabbat, or even when I'm taking Lishai to the Gan and I'm being stopped by the immigration police, well, foreigners, we know how it is. They are not gonna listen to all my story. They need proof, they need documentation. That was why I needed a documented appointment to come back that Sunday or Tuesday or whenever you want me to come back, because right now immigration do not believe us. They do not take our words or our excuses to them just with a grain of salt. So I needed a paper, some kind of documentation, so that if this does happen, I would be able to show to them, look, this is my story and this is the proof. But for now, it's just gonna be word of mouth if I'm being stopped, let's say after Shabbat on Saturday. So I guess, and I hope you guys understand why all this, it's frustrating. Yes, I know you do not owe us anything, but we've done the time. I should say we served the time. We've gone through the process, and what is rightfully ours should be ours. Anyways, thank you very much, guys. This is the story. Well, if after Shabbat on Sunday you do not hear from me, then just understand that I was arrested by the Israeli immigration. But until then, God bless the state of Israel. As a child, I can be angry at what my parents do. I have the right to express my emotion on what is going on, because all the same, when I hear good things, when I see good things about Israel, I also say it. So as much as I praise you on social media, I think I should also come on social media to share my displeasure or to share my emotions about all this. So boy, the crackhead, wish you all a wonderful day. Bye for now.